So I moved to Korea when I was 16 years old, and that's when I was born and raised in New Zealand and Australia. So yes, Korea was like that's my, that's where I'm from. That's where my parents are from, and I'm Korean. And I was anything Korean. I was like, I want to learn about, and I want to know more about. And my sister knew a bit more, so I'd always ask her, and I'd always just like be so curious about that culture, to be honest. And then I got the fairy tale of living in Korea as like this music trainee at a company. So that's like a whole, like I said, I was always dreaming to do it. And here I am in Korea with all this culture. And then
When did you move to Korea? What age were you at? It was
16.
16. Yeah,
Yes.
that must have been quite a shock. Even though you have your family lineage, but you hadn't actually lived in Korea, so that must have been a big change for you.
Oh, a huge change.
Yeah.
So like Australia is very like trees, and like 30-minute drive is the closest drive to anything. And
Yeah, like LA.
Like LA, which that's very true. That's why I kind of have this like thing to every time I land here, I feel like somewhat like I'm home, and I think
like
that's
home, yeah.
because it's like the dry weather and then the long car rides.
Yes.
I relate to it. And then from that to go into like a city, and Seoul is such a city, and that's where all like the nightlife is just the culture just thrives at night. And kind of growing up there and like turning 20. I remember when I turned 20. Oh my gosh. When you turn 20 in Korea, they sit you down and they go through the games. They just get you drunk. So that's what happened. That was probably the first time I played APT when I turned 20, and yeah, the drinks kind of like were starting to come out, and APT was one of them. And I remember waking up the next day being like, I'm never going to drink again in my life. But no, that did not happen, and I played APT many times after that.
I know when we were in the room, you started. Who were you saying it to? You were saying, but who were you showing it to?
So what happened was the next day we get there and we were joking about like, oh, we should make a song about it because everyone was reacting so much.
Right.
And like how all sessions kind of start, like
Right.
anything fun. And then Omar was like, Rosie, we said like let's do the apatte thing,
Right.
like teach them the game. Like we talked about this, and I was like, you're joking. I was literally like, no, that was a joke. And
Right.
I was like, anyway, I'll just teach you the drinking game because it's fun. And then I'm teaching, and then Tyrone goes like, what is that? And he's really serious now. He's like, must write a song. And so all these people are encouraging it, and I'm like, just seeing people's reaction is just proof to, what really gets to people. And it was fun in the moment, but that's scary for some reason. This is like an emotion that I'm not sure what it means yet. I'm addicted to it. I love it. But I just got like, I don't know. I just got scared. And then I said, can we please have the songwriters and producers just delete it off their phones? I knew you had it.
Right. Why was it though? Was there a certain like feeling about it? Like it was just like I don't even know. I don't.
Maybe a mixture of feelings. Like
Okay. Yeah.
it felt big. I assumed that it felt big.
Right.
And it had a big part of my culture in it.
Yes.
And I wanted to really, I'm assuming that I wanted to contain that culture and present it well. Any other song, it could sound bad and be whatever leaked, and I'd be like, yeah, it was like on its way somewhere, but we kind of failed. But APT, I just that. It was just so fragile, and it was just so precious.
Were you perhaps worried, but like not knowing if people would get it? It's in Korean.
That
it's
too.
Whatever, yeah.
That too, because I understand it,
Right.
and I see it, and I feel it. But I didn't want people to perceive it too quickly in like a funny or light way, because I think I may have been a bit protective over it.
What advice would you give to aspiring musicians kind of coming up in the world who, what would you tell them if they were starting out and trying to make a name for themselves or start writing songs, or what would your advice be to them?
So like if I were to talk to like, let's say the 16-year-old girl that flew to Korea and was like, I'm going to do this, right. I would tell her, I would be like, just whatever you have your mind like set to, just trust it and go with it, Just go with that gut instinct and just go like forward. And I think on the way, there's many distractions. Like people can put you down, but then also your own thoughts can put you down. And then what you're seeing, like the media, like status quos, things are already set. All these things can discourage you. But as long as you have that like gut feeling and that love and fire burning in your heart, you just listen to that and just keep going. And I think one day you do wake up and then people are like really excited for what you do, and it feels surreal in the moment. You're like, oh my god, it's happening, like whoa, what is happening? But I think it all flourishes from that little spark you have inside. So just listen to it and just follow it, and don't take no for an answer. Just trust it and be a badass.
Yeah. Yeah. You followed that. You manifested it. You talked about when you were 16, you made the move to Korea. That's a big jump. That's a big, risk to take. And, here you
That
are
was the
now. You
first
manifested
risk.
it. You made it happen.